Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In this video, we are going to be adding on to the if statement that we did in my other video. And we're going to be introducing the else. So if you haven't seen my if video, I'll leave a card to it in the right hand corner of the screen so you can watch it and get an understanding for the if. I am going to be using the IDE for Python, so we can it's very simple, so it's not anything great. I usually use Visual Studio Code, but most of all beginners don't use that, they use this. But if you do want Visual Studio Code, I do have a video on how to do that, and you can watch that video because I have a card in the right hand corner of the screen, so you can watch that video and install it. So let's go ahead and do some variables again. We're going to do a is equal to 9, and is equal to 9, and z is equal to 7, and y is equal to 7. No, let's do a different number, 2, and x is equal to random number 6. So we do, if we do this, say if we do if, and we do, let's say a is less than, let's do, what's 7, z. If a is less than 7, so this is going to be false because a is greater than 7, because a is 9 and z is 7, we're going to do print, a is less than z. And if we run this, I need to save this, so I'm going to go here, and I'm just going to go, I already have one named. I'll just name it 1. And if we run this, nothing happens because that is not true. So what we can do is we can do else. So we can do print a is greater than z. Okay. Now, so what this is saying is it's saying if a is less than z, which is false, print a is less than z. Else, so else pretty much means like anything else, so a is greater than z. And if we run this, it's going to do a is greater than z because that is true, because this is not true. So it's like, okay, that if statement is not true, so we're going to the else. So that if this is not true and this doesn't run, then this will run. And if this runs, then this won't run, the else. So there are several things you can do with the if and else. You can have multiple ifs. So if x is, we can do greater than, let's see, did we already use x? No, we didn't. So if x is greater than a, print x is greater than y. I think that's what we were doing, right? No, x is greater than a. And so then we can do a different one. We can do if a is less than, let's do a greater than. If a is greater than z, I like to keep my code a little cleaner, so I like to do that. Print a is greater than z, and we'll finish that off. And else, so this is gonna run at the end, and if none of this is true, which some of it is, we'll do nothing happened, nothing that we have is true. We can do that. And so one of these is going to run, and it's going to be the first one. A is greater than z. Actually, no, it's going to be a is less than z. So that is not true because it's greater than. X is greater than a, and that is not true because x is not greater than 9. And a is greater than z. So a is greater than z, which is true. So that one will run. And so it broke right when it hit that. Okay, it's like, okay, we found it printed out, break. And so we could change this to we can flip the sign around, and if we run this, it's going to do the last one. Nothing that we have is true. So you can see that this one failed, this one failed, this one failed. So it's like, okay, it's none of these. We checked them all. They're not true. So then we're going to go to this, and then it breaks. So if we do this and we swap it around, I think that's the one I didn't have before. And then we did this one, both. So it did this one, A is less than Z, and then it did both. Actually, I'm not sure why I did that. Let me see again. A is less than Z. That's interesting. Normally, when it did that, it would give me an error. A is less than Z. Yeah, this isn't the most efficient way for doing it. You'll see in a different video, we'll be doing the elif, which stands for else or if. That's what you typically use for this instead of a bunch of ifs, because that's not very efficient. But I think that's it for this video. Ending was kind of weird, but like I said, updates are always happening, so it's always kind of weird, and this isn't the most efficient. And yeah, we'll see you in the next video.